wherever you are headquartered, as long as you do business in the state of New York, you are taxable for that corporate tax.
Let me play one more clip, and then I know you got to get going here, because you mentioned, or you have fled New York City. You mentioned the amount of people that will flee, and they are planning to come after those people. Watch this.
What I've proposed is that we raise $10 billion to pay for our entire economic agenda and start to Trump-proof our city, because we know he'll use federal funding as leverage over this city. And we will do so in two key ways. The first is to match the state's top corporate tax rate to that of New Jersey. We are at 7.25%. They're at 11.5%. Corporations can pay it over there. They can pay it over here. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't just apply to corporations headquartered in New York City. Because when you say this, people will say, well, they're going to go to Florida. Mm-hmm. Wherever you are headquartered, as long as you do business in the state of New York, you are taxable for that corporate tax. We're talking about corporations that are making millions of dollars, not in revenue, but in profit. And the second is taxing the top 1% of New Yorkers. We're talking about people who make $1 million a year or more, taxing them just by a flat 2% tax increase. And I know if 50 Cent is listening, he's not going to be happy about this. Mm-hmm. He tends to not like this tax policy, but I want to be very clear. This is about $20,000 a year. It's a rounding error. And all of these things together, they make every New Yorker's life better, including those who are actually getting taxed.
It's just evil, Mr. Mayor. I don't even know what to say. And he does it with a smile while he's trying to tax the high hell out of everybody, and that he will come after you even if you are actually not headquartered in New York City. I'll give you the last word here.
Well, first of all, it could very well be unconstitutional. And of course, those people have the resources to challenge it. And second, he's going to lose everybody. New York and New Jersey and California are in a race for who loses the most people. Some years it's New Jersey per capita. Some years it's California. Some years it's New York. It's any guess as to who's going to win this year. I think New York will, because of the fear of him. I live here in Florida. You live here in Florida. The best business to be in is the real estate business, a real estate agent. It's hard to get one. They're so busy, and many of them are coming from New York. The flight was terrible before him. I mean, it was a problem for Adams that he wasn't solving. It's intensified tremendously now. So I don't know who he thinks he's going to have to tax. I mean, I faced this with Dinkins. I mean, we had the highest tax rates, even higher than now. We had 2,000 murders a year as opposed to 400 that we have now. And I was afraid there'd be no city left. I mean, we hadn't had a new Fortune 500 company in 15 years. We were down to 6 million people coming to Broadway. We got it up to 18. I mean, the man obviously is a committed communist, not a socialist. He's a committed communist. And as I say, the thing to emphasize about him is that frightens me more than anything else. New York City is the #1 target of Islamic terrorism in America. New York is the city that's been victimized most by Islamic terrorism of any American city. When I was mayor, I can't tell you how often we were on alert. We got warnings. One time I came very close to having to stop a New Year's Eve celebration because of Islamic terrorism. And of course, we were hit by it very, very hard. And here we have a sympathizer with Islamic extremists.
If you've ever been seriously hurt in an accident, your injury could actually be worth millions, and most people have no idea. Insurance companies love to lowball claims, offering way less than what you deserve. That's why there's Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys across 50 states. They've been fighting for people for more than 30 years, and they don't settle for lowball offers. Just recently, they won $12 million in Florida, $26 million in Philadelphia, and $6.8 million in New York, all way above what insurance companies offered. And the best part, it's completely free unless you win. No upfront costs, no hidden fees. It takes only a couple minutes to see if you have a case. Did you know you can start a claim with America's largest injury law firm in just one click? It's super easy. Just go to forthepeople.com/Rubin or click the link in the description and pin comment.
I want to go a little bit more on some of the Mamdani stuff because we talked a little bit about the flight that is basically inevitable if Mamdani becomes mayor today. And listen to this from the New York Post. Hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers are prepared to bolt from the Big Apple if socialist candidate Zohran Mamdani wins Tuesday's mayoral race, potentially setting the stage for the largest population flight in U.S. history. An alarming new poll warned early Monday around 765,000 people of the 8.4 million residents who call New York City home are preparing to leave, with about 9% of New Yorkers sharing that they would definitely leave if Mamdani is elected the 111th mayor, the Daily Mail reported, citing a survey conducted by JL Partners. If those residents were to leave, it would be equal to the population of Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, or Seattle fleeing the city. Another 25% of New Yorkers, about 2.12 million, said they would consider packing up and leaving. Among high earners, 7% of those making over 250 grand a year said they would definitely flee. Guys, it cannot be overstated how dangerous this is, because not only does he have all of the wrong policies, but now if you take, that's 9% of the people. But let's say that's over. Let's say they're just polling over, right? And it's half of that. So it's basically 4.5% of the people of New York City flee. These are the earners. These are people who build things. These are job creators. These are people who pay their fair share of taxes. There's never a fair enough share that they want, that the Democrats are willing to take. And then they will bring all of their talents and their skills and their jobs and their families and their law-abiding ways. And where are they going to bring them? They're going to bring them down here to Florida.